Hey, this is Rex from Down. You listen to FullMetalRock.com. Smoke it. Yeah.
This is Patrick from Full Metal Rock and Metal Maniacs Magazine, speaking to Rex Brown of the band Down. How you doing?
Doing great, bud. How are you?
All right, man. Well, first off, man, was your bass guitar your first instrument of choice?
No, my first instrument of choice was, I can't remember. I had a drum set and then, and a guitar and the bass was kind of a secondary deal. I signed up for a jazz band in 7th grade, and you know, when you're playing in a jazz lab band, you have to know all these chords, and they change every other beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, this is for the birds. I already know the bass clef real well. I'll play the bass, you know, and I learned a lot from you know, from being in schools and stuff like that. And in fact, I try to make that a goal of sending that out to people that, you know, kids need music in schools and the whole bit. In fact, I've got two 10-year-old twins that are you know, boy's got a drum set, the girl's got a guitar, and she loves it.
Oh, come on. Yeah. That's the way to do it, man. It keeps the kids interested,
man.
Keeps their mind open.
Yeah, and it gives them something to do besides, you know, get in trouble and hit the streets and the whole bit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And I guess what kind of music kind of inspired you as far as to play bass and play music, period?
I mean, she wouldn't inspire me. I don't know. I just ran with the ball and kind of just took it to the end zone, you know?
Yeah.
One step at a time. I think, you know, I had a sister that was 17 years older than I was, so I got like all the Beatles records and all that kind of stuff, and all the 60s stuff, you know, Doors and all that kind of stuff, and so as a child of the 70s, you know, I just turned to rock and roll, and that was my glue, you know.
Yeah, that's when the music was music then.
Absolutely.
It was real.
You're right.
Yeah. And I guess being a pioneer of some sort of the whole groove metal scene, or started that out, basically, how do you like the Pantera dates? How you think it influenced the whole metal scene as a whole?
Oh, I just think we did what we did. I mean, the four of us just getting in a room and jamming and hashing these songs out with one single goal, to be the biggest and the best metal band on the fucking planet. So, I think we accomplished that, you know.
Yeah. Damn right. And I guess talking to Pantera, I just released a 20-year Cowboys from Hell.
Yeah, it's really cool packaging, and it has you know, the original remastered. It's got one with the demo tapes of the thing in it, and then it has a live 2 different sets of live settings. One that we did in L.A. And another that we did in Moscow.
Okay.
And anyway, you get the bang for your buck, and then we have a deluxe edition that's coming out in November that's going to be huge. It's got all kinds of crazy backstage passes and tickets and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool.
Cool. That's the way to do it. I guess anything on there you've seen that you forgot about? Because Pantera was the drinking band.
Absolutely, man. I mean, yeah, we were definitely I've got the guts to show for it, man. Got through all that. Had to deal with that this last December. They finally went in and cut me wide open and found a bunch of pellets basically inside of my pancreas.
Yeah.
And I hadn't felt better today, you know, like say today, than I hadn't felt that good in 5 years, you know.
Damn.
So yeah, it's just they had to go in and give me the bionic stomach. So it's actually pretty cool, man. I just put on about 30 pounds, and which I lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm feeling better and looking better, and all healthy, and still got a ton of work to do, my friend.
Oh yeah, life don't get no easier.
No, it don't. You just keep on trudging.
And I guess being a Down, it's kind of like, to me, it's like the opposite of Pantera. But like the fan base still kind of carried over as a whole. Why do you think he carried over to Down, from Pantera to Down?
Well, obviously you have two members of the guys.
Yeah.
That were in Pantera, so you're gonna get you're gonna grab some following out of that. That has a lot to do with it. I think Down sounds nothing like Pantera, which was my whole goal. That's what I really wanted. Was into was that it didn't have the Pantera sound, and it's completely different. I'm doing a record now that's me and a killer fucking singer guitar player. It's called Arms of the Sun.
Arms of the Sun, yeah.
And we're doing that now, and it's we just finished sequencing, everything's final, the mastering and the whole bit, and shopping around for management today.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. So I've got several people in that that are really, really psyched over this deal. So it's basically like choosing who you want to choose, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's a good change in the music industry now. So many people.
Yeah, but it's a totally different thing than Down. So it kind of that's the reason I said that, was because it's a totally different way that my bass playing was different in Down than it was in Pantera. And this runs the full gamut now.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about it. It should be out first of the year or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen some online YouTube clips, man. It's kick-ass shit. A lot different than what I would expect. That you're in it, in my mind, I'm thinking of something heavy, but a lot of songwriting, a lot of well-put-together songs, a lot of song structure. It's a little different. I like it. Cool. And the new Down DVD, the Diary of a Mad Band, does the title have any kind of special meaning?
No, I think just to take off on Diary of a Mad Band.
Yeah.
It just kind of sounded cool. Diary of a Mad Band. We were a mess, and then it all started coming together, and we sold a lot a day, and it just, you can see how we progressed through the movie.
Yeah.
It starts off really, really raw, and then it kind of takes on its own identity, and it's one of those type of movies where you're actually seeing a band that's just learning how to crawl again, and then learning how to kind of jog, and then learning how to run towards the end of it. And there's some really good, decent performance, audio performance, and the video. And basically, we just went over there with no product whatsoever. We had never been to Europe before as a band, collectively. We all did it separately, but it was eye-opening because we sold out all these shows, just word of mouth. And so we kind of all looked at each other and said, well, we got to make a record. So, and after that was, basically almost 3-year touring cycle. So now it's time to take a little bit of time off and kind of get ourselves back to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they'll start writing on Down 4.
We started, yeah.
So you got some songs written for that?
Not the whole song. We just started. We wrote about 3 or 4 songs when I was down last couple months ago.
Oh, okay, all right. So
it's just we're just everybody's got their own things that they're doing. I've got this thing going. Kirk's got Crowbar. Pepper just had a child. I've got kids here.
Yeah.
So it's not like back in the 20s when you just pack up a suitcase and go.
You gotta pace it out.
You gotta space it out a little bit, and hopefully we won't take too long on this, and we'll hopefully try to go for like bundles of songs, like put 3 or 4 songs out in a bundle, and then with some different artwork, and then the next one will kind of be, you know, it'll show the other side of the artwork. You know, where we do 4 big pieces like this, or 3 or 4 songs. Then you have a full record. That way we don't have to get in there and take a year and a half to make a record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, take away from all the other bands too, and kind of knock out at one time.
Yeah, so, and just have this kind of, you know, settle everybody over. Then at the very end, you know, have something that, you know, if you bought all 4, it can be coded or whatever. You know, then you get the whole record, you know, all in one.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that's a smart move.
Yeah.
These days, it gets a little bit of something.
It's a different way of working these days in the industry, you know, because it's really, you know, it's sad the full record thing just really isn't happening anymore, especially when you're an artist that puts out full records, you know.
Right.
So we thought that this would be a good plan, and it's just taking a little bit of time, and they're forever to get their stuff together.
Oh yeah, well, that's a smooth move, man. That's a good way to do it. Man, well, cool. I'm interested to hear Arms of the Sun. Let everybody know when it was about to come out, because that'll be should be a good album, man.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. From what you've heard, it's changed night and day. We've got it all. Had to go in and remix a lot of the songs that were on there, the Terry Date mixes, and no disrespect to him, it wasn't gelling with the other songs that we had. So.
Yeah.
I have a neighbor that lives right next door that's what he does for a living, and he's got a huge setup over there, and he definitely, this guy put a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of how can I say, a lot of diligence in making this record really, really, really smooth sounding, and it's absolutely. For me, it's a labor of love, and it's really, really cool.
Cool too.
And it's different from what I'm doing, you know, with Down. It just gives me a full circle of the kind of music that I like playing.
Yeah.
You know, this is more of a '70s hard rock band than say Down was.
Yeah, 70s hard rock. That's the good way to explain it. That's how it kind of reminds me of.
Right, but it's got the harmonies and the whole bit. So it's. You know, people are saying, "Oh, it sounds like Alice in Chains." Well, it doesn't. It sounds like the Beatles on acid through fucking Marshalls. You know. So just a lot of good songwriting on it, and it's one of those labors of love that usually I'll make a record and I'll just walk away from it. You know. But this one I just can't get enough of. So we'll definitely be seeing it soon.
Oh yeah.